9 News Plus weather, sponsored by Carrier Colorado. The future of home comfort is here.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Watch. I'm meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Well, we have been tracking this storm for days now, and it is making its way into our state. We want to talk about that and the trickiness in forecasting for this storm. The models really not in agreement on how much snow the metro area is going to get. Certainly in agreement that we're going to get a lot of snow up there in the northern mountains and across the northeast corner of the state. In fact, we are under a blizzard warning, or we will be under a blizzard warning for that area as we head into tonight and tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take a look outside right now, where we have got very pleasant conditions. Actually made it up to 54. That's where we are right now. The initial forecast high was right around 52 degrees, so a little bit warmer than that, a little bit of sunshine out there. Winds not too much of an issue right now. Out of the south, right around 15 miles per hour. Those winds, they're certainly going to be picking up, and that is what's going to cause a lot of the problems out there with the low visibility. We get the snow, we get those winds at times gusting 30+ miles per hour, even here in the metro area, and that is what is going to create those tough driving conditions, especially as you head east of the metro area starting tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit more into detail. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at just how nice it is out there before this storm. So again, 54 here in the metro area. We're at 47 in Colorado Springs. Pueblo checking in at 55, 53 in Lyman. A little bit cooler, heading up to Greeley, 42, 44 in Fort Collins. We're in the 20s and 30s up there in the high country. So here's a look at your weather headlines. There's a lot of headlines with this storm, but here's just a few. It is going to be obviously mild today. The snow moving in here to the metro area tonight into tomorrow morning and tomorrow. We are looking at about 2 to 4 inches here in the metro area. This has been upped just a bit since early this morning. In fact, the metro area was not under a winter weather advisory this morning, but it is now. So the National Weather Service has included Denver in that. So increasing the totals from about 1 to 3 to about 2 to 4 here in the metro area. Totals will be higher as you head east. Now, as you head west into the foothills and the suburbs of the metro area, we are looking at less accumulation, in some cases just dusting in some areas. So again, we'll talk more about that coming up in just a second, but we also want to focus up there in the northeastern corner of the state, where we do have blizzard conditions forecast starting tonight through tomorrow. We're talking white out conditions, very low visibility, winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour, snow, blowing snow, treacherous driving starting tonight into tomorrow. All right, HD Doppler radar, there is that storm. You can see it there rotating across northern Nevada, northern Utah, and southern Idaho right there, already drawing in the moisture and bringing us snow across western Colorado. And we're seeing snow up there in the high country along I-70 Grand Junction. Again, if you're traveling along I-70 through the mountains today at all, you're going to obviously run into tough driving conditions, snowy conditions, and they're just going to deteriorate as we head into the night and through tomorrow. Here's a look at your Futurecast, and so we'll put this all into motion. So this is 1 o'clock. You can see, well, actually, we'll advance this a little bit more. There's 4 o'clock. You can see fairly widespread snow from Steamboat Springs all the way down. So across the mountain range, we're looking fairly widespread snow, 4 o'clock. Still fairly quiet up and down the I-25 corridor, possibly even a little bit of light rain here in the metro area. But as we head into the dinner hour, 7:30, 8 o'clock, that transitions to snow. We'll likely start to see the snow here in the metro area, and again, stronger, heavier snow up there in the northern mountains. And then as we head into the 8:30 hour, we're looking at snow up and down the I-25 corridor, stretching from about Fort Collins down to Colorado Springs. Still seeing that snow up there in the high country. And as we head into the overnight hours, we see that heavy snow move in across northeastern Colorado. But as you see here, the I-25 corridor looking like we're kind of in a dry slot. and that will help to limit the snow accumulation, the snow totals, as we head into tomorrow morning. Likely a result of some downsloping winds that kind of dry out the foothill area, but as we wake up tomorrow morning, possibly some more snow, looking according to this model, like the snow creeps back into the metro area. Still seeing the snow up there in the northeast, and that's when we're going to have the winds, blizzard-like conditions, going to be absolutely treacherous travel out across I-76 and I-70 as we head into tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon. And we continue to see just some off and on snow showers as we head into Wednesday morning, mainly again across the northern mountains and the northeast regions of the state. So how much snow? That is the big question, of course, everybody's asking. And again, the models we were hoping would become more in agreement, would become more in alignment as we head into the afternoon hours. But we're still seeing quite a difference. Let's go ahead and, this is the European model. We'll check out a few. Still showing about 15 inches in Steamboat Springs. We're looking at 7 inches in Fort Morgan. And that is where we're going to get the bulk of the snow. We've thought about, that has been kind of the main focus, the main thought for the last several days. This showing only about an inch in the metro area, but as we advance this and show you the GFS model, this one's showing about 6 inches in the metro area. So again, we are right, as you can see here on the line. This is a band of snow. It sneaks in a little bit more to the west. We get more here in the metro area. It creeps a little bit more to the east, and that accumulation goes down. So again, at DIA, expecting anywhere from 4 to 6 inches, possibly more, so that will certainly impact travel tomorrow morning. Check your flights if you can ahead of time, possibly cancel or delay them or try to find another flight, because tomorrow morning is going to be tough travel, whether it's on the roads or at the airport. This other model showing really just about a little over 1.5 inches here in the metro area, and up again, you head into Boulder and Longmont. We're looking at almost no accumulation, 0, according to this model, but a little bit higher in elevation, and we're looking at 7.5 inches in Eldora. So this is going to be great news for skiers and snowboarders, but tomorrow is going to be a blustery day everywhere you go across the state. Talking about that blizzard warning, we've been talking about it for days. Here it is. It's up here in the northeast corner of the state. We're talking midnight tonight through midnight tomorrow, 4 to 10 inches of snow, winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour, and a winter weather advisory everywhere you see there in blue, and that includes now the metro area, 2 to 4 inches of snow and winds gusting at times up to 50 miles per hour. Up in the high country, we also have winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings. Winter weather advisories in blue, winter storm warnings there in Steamboat Springs, down across the San Juans for 12 plus inches of snow. We talk about the winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour at times, even here in the metro area. And you can see as we head through the day tomorrow, we're looking at certainly 40, 50 plus mile per hour winds, and they're going to stick around through Wednesday. We do have a high wind warning. Now this has been upgraded as well. It was a high wind watch earlier today. It is now a high wind warning in effect for the eastern regions of the state. We're again talking wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. You add in snow and the visibility goes down to just barely anything, and that is what makes for very, very treacherous driving conditions. As for tonight, we're looking at cloudy skies. Temperatures are going to drop down to about 20 degrees. Again, expect that snow to move in. We tracked it a few minutes ago, probably around 7:30, 8 o'clock here in the metro area. We're already seeing the snow up there in the high country. Cloudy skies tomorrow, snow and blustery, 32 degrees. Here is the other big story. In addition to the snow and the winds, we have a cold front moving in behind this storm, and that is going to drop the temperature. So we are at 54 right now. Tomorrow our high is going to be 32 degrees. Wednesday 37, Thursday 36. We are looking like we're going to stay in the 30s through the week and even longer. So it is going to be a cold forecast. It is definitely going to be bundle up, stay warm, stay cozy time tonight and through the week. Now the snow does end tomorrow. We are looking dry with sunshine as we head into the weekend, but again, temperatures certainly cold with highs in the 30s and overnight lows in the teens. All right, meteorologist Lauren Robinson will be back in at 4:30. 5, 6, 9, and 10 with your updated forecast. Thanks so much for joining us. And again, remember the snow moves in to the metro area about 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. And along with the snow comes the winds, and driving tomorrow in the metro area and out east is going to be extremely difficult.